Have you ever felt totally stuck trying to describe your outfit in English? Well, don't worry, because we are about to fix that for good. Today, we're going to build the ultimate vocabulary guide for clothes, from the absolute basics to the key verbs you need to talk about them like a natural. You ready? Let's dive in.
So first things first, a quick question for you. Just take a look down. What are you wearing at this very moment? Think about the words you'd use. By the end of this, I promise you'll be able to describe it perfectly. No problem at all.
All right, let's start from the ground up, shall we? We're going to build a whole outfit using the most common everyday items you'd find in pretty much anyone's wardrobe. Okay, starting from the top, literally. First up, you've got the classic super casual t-shirt. Then there's the shirt, the one with a collar and buttons, which is a bit more formal, perfect for the office or a nice dinner. And when it gets chilly, you'll reach for a sweater. And here's a fun fact. If you're in the UK, you'll probably call it a jumper. Same thing.
Moving on down, let's talk about bottoms. The general word is trousers, or if you're in the US, you'll almost always hear pants. Now, jeans are just a specific kind of trousers we all know and love, made of that tough denim material. For women and girls, you also have a skirt, which hangs from the waist, and a dress, which is that awesome all-in-one piece that covers both the top and the bottom. And for that final layer, when you're heading outside, we've got outerwear. So what's the difference between a jacket and a coat? It's actually pretty simple. A jacket is usually shorter and a bit lighter. A coat, on the other hand, is longer and warmer. That's what you really need for that deep winter cold.
Of course, an outfit is way more than just a top and bottoms, right? It's not complete with all the finishing touches. So now we're going to cover everything else, from your feet all the way to the little accessories that really pull a whole look together. All right, let's talk footwear. Shoes is just the general word for everything. For sports or just a comfy, casual day, you'll want trainers, or again, if you're in the US, you'll call them sneakers. When it's rainy or cold, you'll need boots. And for those hot summer days, it's got to be sandals. And of course, under most of these, you're going to wear socks. Accessories aren't just for looks. A lot of them are super practical. A hat protects your head, a scarf keeps your neck all warm and cozy, and gloves do the same thing for your hands in the winter. And then there's the good old belt, whose main job is just purely functional, to keep your trousers from falling down. Then you've got other accessories that are a mix of function and style. You might wear glasses to help you see better, or sunglasses to shield your eyes from the bright sun. A watch, of course, helps you tell the time. And then there's jewelry, things like necklaces, rings, and earrings, which are really all about expressing your own personal style. So, you know the names of all the items. That is fantastic. But the next step, the really important part, is knowing how to talk about them. This is where we learn the key verbs and adjectives to really bring your vocabulary to life.
Okay, here's a question that trips up a lot of English learners. Do you wear a coat or do you put on a coat? What do you think? Well, the answer is you do both, but they mean completely different things.
Here's the simple difference. Wear describes a state. It's what's on your body right now. For example, I am wearing a t-shirt. Put on the other hand, is the action. It's the movement. In the morning, you put on your clothes. It's the process of getting dressed.
So, if put on is the action of getting dressed, what's the opposite? Simple. It's take off. This is the verb you use for the action of removing any piece of clothing from your body.
And here is a perfect, everyday example you'll hear all the time. Please take off your shoes when you enter the house. It's a really common and polite request in a lot of homes. And what do we call the entire process, the whole routine? Well, the general verb we use for that is get dressed. It covers everything you do in the morning when you put on all your clothes for the day. Now, let's talk about how clothes fit. You know that feeling when your jeans are a little too small? They feel tight. And the opposite of that is loose or even baggy. Just think of big, comfortable, relaxed clothes that give you plenty of room. We can also describe the style. Casual clothes are what you wear every day, like your favorite jeans and a t-shirt. Smart or formal clothes, well, those are for special events or maybe the office, like a suit or a really nice dress for a party. Let's put it all together now. Imagine it's a cold day. First, you put on a warm sweater. That's the action. Then you choose some comfy jeans. And finally, when you step outside, you are wearing a coat and a scarf. See? That's the state of being dressed for the cold. It all makes sense now, right?
Okay, time for one last little challenge to see if you've got it. Your new shoes are too small. They feel very, what's the word? You got it. They feel very tight. Fantastic work. Hopefully you now have all the words you need to talk about your clothes. So go on, try describing what you're wearing right now.